December 7, 1941. At 7:55 a.m., the peaceful skies over Pearl Harbor erupted as 183 Japanese warplanes descended upon the unsuspecting U.S. Pacific Fleet. Within minutes, battleships like the USS Arizona were engulfed in flames, marking America's shocking entry into World War II. But why did Japan risk attacking the sleeping giant? The answer lies in a desperate struggle for survival. By 1941, Japan faced an existential crisis. The ABCD blockade by America, Britain, China, and the Netherlands had cut off 90% of Japan's oil imports. With its war machine in China consuming 10,000 tons of oil daily, Japan's military leaders saw only two options: surrender their imperial ambitions or seize resources by force. The clock was ticking. Intelligence estimated Japan's fuel reserves would last just 18 months. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, architect of the Pearl Harbor attack, calculated that Japan needed 6 months without American interference to secure Southeast Asian oil fields. His plan: deliver a knockout blow to the U.S. Pacific Fleet, buying time to fortify Japan's new empire. "I shall run wild for 6 months," Yamamoto warned, "but I have no confidence about the second or third year." Japan's attack plan was brutally efficient. 6 aircraft carriers secretly crossed 3,500 miles of ocean undetected. Their targets: America's battleships and airfields at Pearl Harbor. The Japanese had studied the harbor's defenses for months, even using scaled models for practice runs. Meanwhile, American commanders dismissed warning signs, leaving ships clustered together like sitting ducks on that Sunday morning. The first wave struck at 7:55 a.m. Torpedo bombers skimmed just 30 feet above the water, launching deadly payloads at Battleship Row. Dive bombers pounded airfields, destroying 188 aircraft on the ground. Within minutes, the USS Arizona's forward magazine exploded, killing 1,177 sailors. The second wave arrived at 8:50 a.m., ensuring complete devastation. By 9:45, it was over, but the real consequences were just beginning. Japan achieved tactical success, but committed strategic suicide. The attack united a divided America overnight. President Roosevelt's Day of Infamy speech moved Congress to declare war with just one dissenting vote. Crucially, Japan failed to destroy Pearl Harbor's fuel depots or aircraft carriers. All 3 were at sea that day. These oversights would haunt Japan when the U.S. launched its counterattack just 6 months later at Midway. Japan's leaders fatally underestimated American resolve. They assumed the U.S., still recovering from the Great Depression, would prioritize peace over costly war. Instead, Pearl Harbor triggered unprecedented mobilization. Automakers retooled to build tanks overnight. Shipyards launched a new warship every week. By 1943, America was producing more war material than all Axis powers combined, precisely the industrial might Japan had hoped to avoid. The strategic consequences became clear at Midway in June 1942. Using intelligence from broken Japanese codes, U.S. dive bombers sank 4 carriers in 5 minutes, the same ships that attacked Pearl Harbor. American submarines then crippled Japan's merchant fleet, cutting off oil shipments. By 1944, Japan's Navy was burning soybeans for fuel, while American factories launched 100 aircraft daily. Yamamoto's feared second year had arrived with a vengeance. Historians identify 3 fatal flaws in Japan's plan. First, attacking territory rather than industrial capacity. Second, underestimating America's code-breaking abilities. Third, and most crucially, mistaking initial shock for lasting advantage. As Clausewitz warned, no one starts a war without considering how it will end. Japan's 6-month calculation became a 4-year catastrophe, ending with nuclear fire over Hiroshima. Today, Pearl Harbor stands as a warning about the perils of strategic miscalculation. Japan's desperate gamble achieved its tactical goals, but activated the very forces it feared most. Modern conflicts continue to demonstrate how economic sanctions, resource scarcity, and diplomatic failures can escalate into catastrophe. As the Arizona Memorial's wall reminds us, here lies the cost of unpreparedness and the price of overconfidence. The lessons of December 7th remain painfully relevant.